Okay, so tying this thing in with our stats. So we'd have two things here. We have a new game, and we go and we update the HUD. The other thing is we'll say save game, and when we save the game, we want various things, and I'm just going to go and grab from the arms. We can grab the pistol, where we get FSM integers. We have this one, which is pistol inventory. And actually, you know what? We can just copy this. Copy and paste. And we want current ammo. And I think that's it. Yep. Okay. Then I'm going to take both of those, copy those, paste them down here. Instead, I am going to paste the rifle arms into those. Only this is now rifle current ammo. And this is rifle inventory ammo. Alright, so the other thing is we want to, on the player, we're just going to use set properties. Current pistol ammo with current pistol, current ammo. Current rifle ammo with rifle current ammo. Set property has, we don't have those yet. We got to get those. Set property health. Yeah, we can do that one with our health. Set property pistol ammo inventory with pistol inventory. And rifle ammo inventory, rifle inventory ammo.
I've brushed my teeth.
Okay, go get your iPad. Player position. So we need to get position. Move that to the top. And that's now our position. So actually just going to do a finish on that. Let's not get too crazy. And let's get FSM bool has pistol, and has rifle, has rifle, and then we come down here and we stuff those into here. Has pistol is now has pistol, and of course has rifle is has rifle. Then we might as well just pop over here and go to the update. Why not? Oh no, I guess we actually have to call the save first. And then here we're just going to go over here and call save. Alright, and if we load game, then we kind of do this in reverse order. We call load game, and then we get that stuff in just a reverse order. We get property, current pistol ammo, and we get current rifle ammo into rifle current ammo. We get has pistol into has pistol. And we get has rifle into has rifle. Health goes into health. Pistol ammo inventory. See, lots of times when you're doing this type of thing, you usually end up having a bunch of arrays as well for large chunks of data. Like if you had like a big inventory, you would do it with arrays. So rifle ammo inventory, and then we get as well player position vector 3 into our position. Okay, so we've gotten all the data, and now we set everything in. So we set FSM int ammo inventory with pistol inventory. Oh, I guess we can just copy this. And current ammo with pistol current ammo. And let's copy those like we did before. And oh, why is that not selecting? It was annoying me. Alright, so we have current ammo, rifle current ammo, rifle inventory ammo. So we set all those in. We also need to set, and the health automatically goes in because it's in the same one. So we also need to set FSM bool has pistol to has pistol, and has rifle to has rifle, and then right at the end set position to our position world space. And then we'll go and update our UI. Okay. So now we have load game and save game. So let's go into our pause menu and add another button. Go 2D. And let's say call this one save. And this one is the close or unpause. We can do it that way. I don't like how it looks just insanely ugly. Alright, whatever. So if we save, let's go up to our HUD. Get key down. Where is our... Alright, well, close. Where did I put that logic on those? I could have sworn I just stuffed it in here. So we get escape and we get the pause menu. Comes back here. And here we might as well do button click on the save. And we're going to send an event off to our player. Stats, save game. Okay, so they're on the proper layers. I'm going to prefab the player now. Ba-doop. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait, I think that's okay. Because if it's a new game, we set that stuff, yeah, we get the starter, okay. So, let's save that and go over to here. Alright, so what we need, okay, we need a couple things here. We need an FSM that while we're in here, set cursor. So it's not locked. We are going to create, I'm going to give it a tag. I'm going to use the manager tag. I'm going to name this thing manager. And this thing is going to have an FSM. And I'm going to call this thing a manager. And it is going to have a variable of our player. So what we need to do is, okay, this guy here where we have title manager, we have new load options. Options back, load. I could just use this and send an event, I suppose. Okay, so we're gonna have two things. We have a new game and we have a load game. So what do we do if we so we're going to load the scene. We only really have the one scene, so we don't have to worry about saving different scenes. Both of them are loading. Not loading 0 though, we're loading 1. Now the difference is on a new game, we're going to use finish, and down here we are going to create an object which is going to be player. You don't actually have to worry about any positions because the player takes care of that for us. Take the created player and we're going to send event to alright, let's just use this for references. Stats, new game, but that's on our created player. And if we're doing this one, then we kind of do the same thing, except we obviously don't use the new game. We use load game. Alright, so that there should work. The other thing we should do is this guy is we want him to be do not destroy on load, and we are going to also find game objects by tag. The tag is going to be not a variable, it's going to be manager, so we're finding everything that's this thing. And if manager length is greater if length is greater than 1, and we're doing this because if we go into the other scene and come back to this scene, when this scene loads, because it has a do not destroy load on it, this thing's going to travel with us to all our scenes, and every time we come back to this scene, this thing is still in this scene, so then we'll have 2 of them. We don't want 2 of them, we only want 1 of them. So we're going to destroy the extra. And all that we're doing there is array get managers at index 1 destroyed and destroy object and destroy it. If there's more than one of this thing, destroy it. Okay. Okay, the other thing, save, let's go back into the player real quick. And in our pause, I left it on, it's supposed to be off, I'm pretty sure. Let's duplicate that one. And this one will be quit. Okay, so that guy there, now him, is, we need copy and paste. The quit self and we can load scene 0. And let's close that guy down. Alright, so if I click new, okay, so it is not loading our player. Oh yeah, we never put that part in. I guess that would probably help. Right, so if we go new, it says load scene, and we don't want to do that. We want to get object, how about find? I mean, we could use a global for this one, but whatever, we'll find it. Call this one the manager. And send event to the manager. So I'm just going to use this thing for references. To new game. Alright, and if we load game, we want that same thing, but now, of course, we want this to be load game, because then it should be pop into those. So let's see if that works. So we hit load, and he went to new game. Okay, so let's go into here. So he says load scene. We don't actually want this to happen yet. We want to get scene actually, yeah, I believe, do we get system events on that? No. Well, you know, it was get scene is loaded. I can also get scene properties. Alright, so shrink, and get scene is loaded. Scene at index 1. Move to the bottom. You delete. So that was weird. I could have sworn that wasn't there a second ago. So get scene is loaded. I don't know if that's every frame. Because if it's loaded, then we want to finish. But let's check that. That's on a new game. Yeah, see, we don't want it to go that fast. We do not want that. We want to I'm pretty sure the properties tends to be the most useful one. Actually, you know what? Let's go like this. Let's put this over here. And we want get scene properties every frame. Scene at index 1. I believe this should just return it into compare. Build index is still sitting at 1, so that's not going to work. So load scene. Loaded node. Get scene, activate, change, new scene, new dad. Previous active scene. Well, I guess you can take the new scene and previous. The same. Build index -1. Well, no. Okay, well, for a minute here, I'm just going to do this. So, yeah, so we're loading the scene and we don't want it okay, what if we do a bool test on that? Is loaded, is true, then you can finish. We'll cut this guy down to 0.1. I mean, it should be pretty quick anyways on the scene. I don't know. That might do it. It might not. I don't know. We'll see. So then I'm going to copy this itty bitty weight. Okay. So let's run a test. Start new game. We go over. We have 9 bullets. A little hoppy running here. And we're going to go, I don't know why I can't see any of that, but we know the top one is save. So we've saved it. Quit. If I go new, we should be back at the very beginning. Oh, except for okay, well that's something we gotta fix. Let's check load. Oh my god, I am falling somewhere. Okay, so a few things we need to work on. So, okay, we load, we get all those properties. I didn't even look at the properties. I should have looked at those properties. We pass all that information back out. We set position. We save. Alright. Oh. If it's a new game, then we do that. See, that part seems fine. But there's something weird with this. If I hit new game, and I'm here. And if I save that, we gotta fix this too. Now if I quit, load, why is that not loading? It's staying here. Is loaded is true. Maybe we don't have that. Get rid of that little wait, maybe. Because it's literally just sitting there now. So we load. No, there's something not quite right. We're loading it. Load scene. Let's move this up to the top. Get rid of that one. And is done event. Let's try that one. Yeah, see, that one works a lot better. Now, for some reason, I'm way the hell over there. We got some sort of little error we got to fix, but it's a lot better than this load scene. Load scene's stupid. Right, so we go there. We can do things. Hit that. We hit our save. We hit our quit. Load. Let's see what it's saying. where's the manager? So the manager hits here, and he loaded it, created it. It said load game. The player, obviously, it was put into a different spot, so obviously he is moving. Just the position he went in was wrong. Right, so 19 bullets. Obviously, a lot of the other stuff is pretty much blank. This position, that's something we need to look at. So let's double check we got the X, Y, Z in the right order. Right, because we return that profile, a game profile, we get X, Y, Z, 0, 1, 2, X, Y, Z. In player stats, we have X, Y, X. Well, that's just not going to cut it. Right? And that's probably literally all that was. It's kind of sad, eh? Like one letter. Load. Yeah, now we're over here. Let's peg over there. Okay, so we pick up a pistol. Let's load this puppy up. Okay, so we got 3 shots. We are touching a wall. Or right close to a wall. We're looking at the other wall, and we hit save. Okay, I hit quit. Loading. And okay, I don't save the rotation, but pistols 8. That color thing needs to be done up, but technically the position and all that's good. Right, so like, I'm not doing the rotation. I mean, it's something easy to add. I just didn't bother with it. Okay, so on the player, on this thing, we have that's that. We don't care about that. This FSM is. Oh, we don't want that FSM anymore. That's going to cause us issues if we have that. And zero that off. So stats. So if we update the HUD, we do all that stuff. We do the weapon. We activate it. And where do we do the color? Obviously not here. I thought it was there, but apparently not. So it must be on this HUD, right? Because we're setting the cursor. We pause. There's the quits. Which reminds me, we got to look at that thing too. Look at that real quick, because that should be where. where best fits. And these things, we change the color based on inventory. Yes. So we update weapons. Okay, so that's what we need to do. In our stats, when we hit here, we're updating the HUD. We should add in send event to our inventory to update weapons. There we go. So let's play. And we go over Freaking hilarious. Okay, so we hit our save game. That's quick. Options, there. Load game, and we're back over here. But at least the colors of the weapons have kept. Right, we're still at the 4. So I mean, there's things we could add in, such as the rotation and what arms we're actually currently we had on, type of idea. We should put those back on so it would look a lot more smoother. What do we have for time? 41 minutes. So okay, now we are there. Let's go to, definitely save the scene. So we have this. We should have some sort of, we should make, I guess, an enemy, and then flesh out a bit of a level to actually go through and finish it and do more stuff if something, like if you were to die. So what do we need for enemies? We need, well, I did bring in my space, so let's see what we have. We could use some sort of crazy soldier. And we have weapons. So we'll give them the big rifle. And I'll go in the right hand. Ba-doop. Doesn't really need a collider. Now let's put that in place a little better. Alright, so there is the beginning of our AI. So what do AIs need? Well, we need a nav mesh agent. We need a capsule collider, which is going to be, say, roughly, say, 0.3, 1.8, 0.9. We also need give them our own little folder. We need a animator controller, and we'll stick that in there. And he needs a bit of a blend tree. That's going to be just on move. And stuff, move, idle, and running. And I'm pretty sure rifle animate. There we go. Those animations will do just perfect. So we have idle. And we have walk forward. And we should have a run somewhere. Apparently not in that list. Run forward. Looks like I got the position of the gun pretty close, eh? Okay. So there's that. We'll call this the locomotion. And we have, we'll say die. And hurt. And shoot. So I could put the shooting on an upper layer, or I think I'll try to make them stop running. And just shoot, I think. They don't got to be anything special. But we do need to make sure that it is a snappy go. If you know what I mean. And additionals, do we have there's a death. And there's more deaths. And we could do all sorts of neat stuff with that. I'm not too worried about that right now. And there's a hit. That'll work. So now we have death, and we have a hit. And the hit go like that. And hurt, and I also want this to be snappy. And the death, also want it to be snappy. And I want it to be die. There we go. Now, what do we have? We have FSM. We have health. And in his health, we are going to have a damage system. And we get event info. Just the integer, I guess. And that's going to be an int called damage. We int subtract. And we int compare. So I'll put that to the bottom. Put that one to the top. And we're going to take, we also need a variable called health. And we're going to subtract damage from health. Health will default at, I don't know, we'll say 50. And if health is equal to 0, we die. If it's less, we die. If it's greater, we live. Pretty plain and simple. Die, live. Die, live. So if we live, we'll set animator trigger. And that's going to be hurt. And over here we have die. With this one we have some additional stuff we need to do. But, you know, for now, it will do fine. So the other thing we would need, well, obviously for him to walk around and do things and sight and shoot. But let's take a look at this. So we're translating, and if we hit something, right, we're creating this explosion. The other thing we need to do, right, like let's take this explosion and move it down here. Now in here, let's tag compare. So if the hit object is tag, we don't have the tag, so we need to make it. We'll say enemy. If that's true, do damage. If it's false, just destroy. Right, so we have destroy and do damage. So destroy comes down here, but the do damage we'll say random int, and maybe we'll do I don't know, 20, or I don't know, 5 to 20 maybe, and that'll be damage. And then we're going to set event data with damage, and then we're going to send event to the hit object, to an FSM called health, and we're going to use an event called damage, and then we'll destroy ourselves. There we go. So let's save, and let's just go test that out. Right, so there's our little AI standing there. This gun's got to move a little bit. So we have something not happening. So let's pause that. I do that with Control-Shift-P, by the way, if you're ever curious about it. So we have this guy traveling, right? And we know when he comes along, let's not destroy ourselves so we can see it. So he hits. So he creates it, enemy AI, and we never changed that guy, did we? No, of course not. That would be too simple. Alright, there's our problem solved. There we go. Of course, that one sitting there that we haven't destroyed. Right. And then there's that, like, prevent that, because it'll keep doing that. Right, so it's slowly getting there, right? We got to get this guy over, stick him on there, and he needs to, well, move around and shoot. And of course, when he dies, he needs to kill his own logic so he can't keep re-dying. And then maybe, I don't know, drop ammo or something. And the gun itself needs to come over just a smidge. Alright, well, I think that's probably good for this video. I think it was a fair bit. I think the next video should be pretty light, so thank God. So I mean, the last two videos probably a little heavier than what we're used to. So hopefully you're still in there and your mind's not melted or anything. And then the next ones we'll get into more of the AI and stuff, and we'll start fleshing out a level and put some AI around that can actually fight back and stuff. So we'll see you guys in the next video.